Hey you guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel with All Smiles Over Here. I am Will Sanja. It's like asking a question. Will Sanja help you keep your smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm going to try not to keep it long, but y'all want to know if it gets good. I'm going to keep on talking. Listen, the goal today is start warming up. Start warming up. I know I did a golden nugget on prep now, but prepping and warming up is totally different. Let me explain to you. Say, for instance, you're going to go work out today, right? You're going to go and work out. You go work out, and well, before you work out, you do what? You prep. You get the outfit, shirt, pants, jogging pants or whatever, and the tennis shoes, right? Yeah, you got the cap, the match, and all the other good stuff, right? You got that. That's the prepping. What happens when you know you're about to go right in the gym and you're about to get the weights and you're about to, or ladies, you about to get on that elliptical, right? Or you about to walk on a treadmill, right? You about to do all that. But what do you do right before you get on that? You already have your clothes on. That's preparation. You warm up. You start stretching your muscles. You start stretching your muscles. Why are you stretching your muscles? Because you want your muscles to be able to handle the workout. You don't want to be catching cramps and feeling a certain way and feeling like you're about to catch a cramp and your body won't be able to handle the workout. That's how it is with you guys receiving these manifestations. You want to go ahead and start warming up. You've already been prepping. You want to start warming up now so when that manifestation actually gets to you, you will be able to handle the manifestation. It won't throw you for a loop. It won't shock you, or you won't be all discombobulated. You will be ready for that thing. What do I mean? Say, for instance, you guys have requested a home. It's coming. It's coming. You're manifesting. I already know that thing. I already know that. The thing is, the preparation is you already having what? Your boxes. You got your boxes together. You already start packing. You prep, right? Now, the house is, you're about to close on the house. You're about to get in the house. What's next when you get in the house? You need to know what kind of color scheme you're going to have. What's your color scheme? What is the color scheme? What color do you want your kitchen to be? Do you want a sunflower kitchen? You want a rooster kitchen? You want a kitchen that has a lot of copper in it? What do you want? Those are some of the things you want, because you don't want to get over there. It's like, oh, it's just so much to do in this house. I don't know what color I want it to be. I don't know what color I want my drapes to be. You don't know. So start warming up now to getting those ideas. Get your notepad and write down how you want your rooms to look, even your bedrooms. Some of you who are married, you need to find out how you want your bedroom to look. You can't have it all feminine and then leave your husband out. He don't want to walk in the room with all flowers posted and it's pink and purple everywhere. He wants some masculinity. Compromise. Figure out how to do that thing, right? That's what I'm talking about. Warm up. So when it actually comes, that manifestation actually comes to you, you will be ready for it. Same for you guys who are have requested and manifesting and putting in a lump sum. Some of you guys have requested a windfall of money, a lump sum of money. But what are you going to do when you get it? If you hadn't already start warming up. Y'all know how it is. If you ever look at something on TV, on Google, people who won money or came into a lump sum or windfall of money, some of them have had heart attacks. Some of them have strokes. Some of them have gone into depression. Why? Because they didn't warm up, y'all. They didn't warm up. So when the money actually came, whether it was through an inheritance or however source brought it to them, you know, they didn't warm up. So what you want to do is get a notepad, start right now. When this money gets to me, when this money is manifested in my life, in our life, or what have you, what are the key things that I need to take care of right away? Start writing them down, whether pay off your house, pay off a car, get that water heater fixed, get a new refrigerator, take care of all those things, right? Do that. And then let me give you a tip too. Take care of home first and then disperse. What do I mean? When that windfall of money, a lump sum of money come to you, you're going to get hey, can I hold something? Can you lend me something? Don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to say no. And don't be afraid to say, hey, listen, I'm going to have to get back with it because I got to take care of some other stuff right now. When I take care of that, I'll see what I can do, but I can't make any promises right now. But I keep you in mind. Don't be afraid to tell them that. And don't be afraid to say no. Why? Why? Because the same creator in you, I didn't mean to, because this is for me, is the same. The other people have the same creativity to create in them as well, which means they can request and manifest having a new home, having a lump sum of money or windfall of money come their way. Okay? Now, I do understand that when Source blesses us with what we request, that we are to be a blessing to some people. I just don't want you to be a sucker. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I don't want you to be fool or just be a sucker to where you giving out, I don't know what I'm doing, when you're giving out a whole lot when you don't have to do that. You can say no. I remember Steve Harvey said something. He said, listen, when he became famous and when he came into some money, right, he decided, his family members and friends and people were just calling, and he was just giving. And he came to a point where obviously Source had to let him know, hey, listen, just say no. Just say no. Just say no. And why did he just say no, was able to say no, was because he knew that he wasn't the only person on the list. When he said no, they were upset a little bit, but guess what? They had somebody else numbered under yours and say, well, David didn't give it to me. So, okay, let me call Sarah. They're going to go to somebody else. So don't be afraid to say no. And I'm not telling you don't share. Don't be a blessing to people. I'm just saying be wise. Be wise, okay? So listen, I want you to start prepping now. Prep and, start warming up. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by that. Those of you ladies, ladies, I'm already at 6 minutes. Those of you who want husbands, who have requested a husband, some of you may be in a dating stage and that may be your husband. I don't know. I just said that may be your husband. I don't know. Only Source knows. And he'll notify you, okay? You know how you are right now in your dating stage, right? When you go out on a date, you do what? You get your hair all done, you put your makeup on, you make sure everything is right and tight, you make sure everything looks nice, you got on smell good, not smell, you smelling good, you got on your perfume or whatnot, and you're doing what it is that needs to be done, right? And then you say you want to be a wife, you request to be a wife. Well, now your mental is there, right? Now, and that's the preparation, your mental, mental has to be there. Now the warming up needs to start. Don't let society fool you to thinking that a man doesn't want a home cooked meal when he gets home. Okay? A man wants a home cooked meal. Your soon to be husband will want a home cooked meal. So if you don't know how to cook right now, this is your warming up stage. You need to get with a friend who knows how to cook, or a family member who cooks, who is married and they cook on a daily basis and they got some great dishes. You've actually tasted them. It's the bomb.com. Go over there with your notepad. Let's say, hey, listen, I need you to teach me how to fix that certain dish because when I get married, I want to be able to cook for my husband. And they may say, okay, girl, you're going to need a lobster. You're going to need some butter. You're going to need some lemon. You're going to need some wild rice. You're going to need that. And then you take note. You watch how she cook it. You write down every step. And then when you get married, you're able to cook, to have certain dishes in play for your husband, right? That's what you want. Not to mention, make sure you're tidy. Now, I'm not telling you when you become a wife, you have to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. You're only perfect in your gifts and talents that come through you that Source has placed within. You get what I'm saying? So when I say tidy, just make sure the majority of the time when you're at home that things are in place. I'm not saying that you're going to have to wash your dishes all the time or that you're going to have your clothes washed all the time. I'm just saying just make sure it's tidy up the majority of the time. When my husband and I first got married, we're going on 19 years here this year in March. And when we first got married, y'all, I used to just try to wash because we worked on our own business. So we worked so much throughout the week. So I didn't get a chance to wash, throughout the week because we had late hours of working in our business. So what happened was that I would wait to the end, to the weekend, and I would wash all the clothes at once. Wash, dry, to where I have this big old pile of clothes on one of the beds in one of the bedrooms. And every time I go in there, I go, oh, I don't feel like folding all these clothes. Oh my goodness, this is just too much. And then I got wise on that thing, right? I realized that, hey girl, this is what you need to do. Wash one load, dry that load, and then fold that load. When that load is folded, start on the next one. And that way it kept me in pace to where I never had clothes piled up. You get what I'm saying? So it's about being able to manage that thing, right? So like I said, sometimes you may not be able to get to it right away. And if your husband loves you, and if that's the one, I won't say if he loves you, he loves you. But the thing is, when your husband will understand, okay? Your husband will understand, especially if the majority of the time the house is tidy, okay? So just keep that in mind. Nobody's expecting you to be a perfect wife because nobody's perfect. Trust me, your husband's not going to be perfect. He may pay the bills, but he may not be able to pay the bills on time, but he will get them paid. So you see what I'm saying? So don't stress yourself out about that, but just make sure you're tidy. And the same thing, the way you present yourself to your soon-to-be husband, as far as dressing nice and looking nice. Make sure you do the same thing when you're married. When you're married, you could do a little bit more because you're married and you have those rights. So go to Victoria's Secret and slap on something, you know, put on something to give him the wolf eyes. You know what I'm talking about. Like that cartoon when the wolf see the lady and his eyes pop out of the socket. Put on something that's going to make your husband's eyes pop out his socket. Just going to wear, whoa, God, you did me great. You know what I mean? So you want to do that every once in a while, whenever. It can get a little complicated when you get kids because you can't just walk around the house like that, but you'll find a way to make that thing work, okay? Just keep that in mind. And listen, I know sometimes work, I'm telling you now, sometimes work, I don't know why I'm staying on this subject so long. Maybe it's a lot of y'all about to get married. But listen, when you are working and your wife and your mom, sometimes you will fall off the wagon. You'll forget to do some things, be extra nice, or have your makeup on, or have your hair on fleek, or put on a Victoria's Secret outfit because you're so bogged down with being a mom, a wife, and, you know, work. So you may say, you know what, I don't feel like putting on that skimpy thing. I'm going to just put on this dashiki, and I'm just going to let it go. I understand that. You won't fall off the wagon sometimes, so you're going to have those days, so don't worry about that. Just make sure you still understand that the wagon still exists, and you need to get your little stuff back in the wagon, okay? You got it? You got me? Okay, now to you guys, those of you who have requested a wife, you're in your dating stage, you smell good, your hair always got a fade, or you got your afro going. It's always patted neat, like how, what's his name, Steve Harvey hair used to be all patted down. You keeping yourself together, you dressed to the nine, you looking nice, you taking it out to eat. And not only that, you whispering little nestles of chocolates in her ear. In other words, you're so beautiful. Oh, your eyes are just gorgeous. You have a beautiful nose. I don't know where that came from, y'all. But you know, you're saying all these things to her. You say, oh, girl, you look fine in that outfit. Oh, you looking nice in that. You look good, girl. You smell good. Oh, you want to give her a kiss on the cheek, or you tell her, oh, that's sexy. The same way you started out, you have to keep that up too. You have to do it. Not only that, you have to have a job, and if you don't have a job, you have to have some type of way of providing. You understand? And not only that, for you guys, a lady want to know that she is protected. In other words, not you fighting or whatever like that. She just want to know that you have her back. If somebody's talking crazy and disrespecting her, she needs to know that you're going to say, hey, listen, I know you have some issues right now and you feel a certain way, but you can't address my wife like that. You're going to address her with respect, and we'll get to the bottom of this thing. You got to show that, hey, you can protect. Not only provide, but protect. And then when you're married and stuff, the same thing goes. And when you're married, trust me, your wife still want to hear, I miss you. You can't just call and say, how's it going? How are things around the house? And say, okay, I'll see you soon, and just hang up. No, you got to tell her, hey, I miss you. I was thinking about you. I miss you. Or, hey, I was thinking about your beautiful eyes. Or, hey. And when you get home, hey, sexy, you looking good in there. Ooh, you looking good. God, know he blessed me. Oh, yes. You know, say something to her to warm her up. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to leave that right there. But you know what I'm talking about. Say something to her to warm her up. You know, ladies get dressed and do some things to warm you up. You have to do some things so that your wife can be warmed up too. Y'all grown folks know what I'm talking about. So, in other words, make sure you keep your word service, your love talking on point, on game, okay? Because what you don't want, listen, ladies, too, this is for you. What you don't want your spouse getting more compliments outside of the home than they do inside. Does that make any sense? Y'all heard what I said? You don't want your spouse getting more compliments outside of the home than she or he does inside of the home. So when you get a chance, you tell them how beautiful they are. You tell them how handsome they are. You tell them that you miss them. You tell them, hey, you looking good in that. Hey, you smelling good in that. You give them a kiss. You give them more kisses than you can give. And don't just be all pecky. You married. Use married. Use a married now, okay? Use married now. Give them a kiss. And let them know, let them feel that love. Let them feel that. I don't know who this is for, but make sure you do that, because listen, husbands want to be loved and want that attention, and wives want that love and attention as well. You gotta stay the same way you warming up to get that manifestation. You gotta keep you have to keep the manifestation warmed at all times. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? I think I've talked too much. Y'all grown folks know what I'm talking about. But in other words, I know you guys have already been prepping. The manifestation is close. You've been putting in the work. You've been putting in the action. Now it's time for you to start stretching to be ready for that thing. You don't want to be catching cramps or be like a singer right before they go on stage. They hadn't warmed up and they be up there snap, crackling, and popping on stage in their vocals. You don't want that. You want to warm up. Get those scales in. You want that. You want those scales in. You want to warm up. Start warming up, because when that manifestation comes, I don't want y'all getting frustrated. I don't want y'all feeling depressed because you don't know what to do. I don't want y'all having heart attacks and strokes because the manifestation came just like that. And now you like all messed up. Like, I don't know where to start. Where to begin? What do I do? I don't know. Especially y'all who are requesting a lump sum or windfall of money. You better get ready. Start warming up, because you don't want to be at a state where you don't know what to do when it comes. You ask for it. You better prep and warm up, because when you start warming up, I told you prepping is the manifestation coming, so you prepping for it. But when you start warming up for that bad boy, baby, it's right around the corner. So start warming up, because I don't want y'all I don't want y'all to be caught off guard. You're gonna be happy, but after that happiness wears off, you're gonna be like, okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? I don't want you like that. I want you to know what you're gonna do, okay? And if you don't know how to warm up right now, y'all know what to do. Meditate, get yourself aligned and connected, plug in, ask Source, what is it I need to do? What is it that I'm missing that I need to do right now, right before this manifestation come in? Get into that mindset, okay? All right, y'all. I was in the office. I came out because Atlas was doing a whole lot in there, okay? And the yard people was outside, decided to come out in this area of the home. Okay, y'all, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk to y'all soon, but if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have to mask a smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. I'll talk to you guys soon. Be blessed. Stay blessed. I know you're prepping, but start warming up, okay? Start putting your stretches, because that manifestation is right around the corner. You hear me? All right, y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.